tell that if they're serving God and they're doing this, then you're gonna get into heaven. You're gonna slide into heaven with them, and it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And my salvation had to be personal, and I couldn't go off of my sisters or my mom. And I'm proud. I'm a proud sister. God has been using me in a crazy way. I am 55 years old, ladies. 55. And I work in the inner city, Dallas, working with at-risk kids that are not just... I'm sorry?
Español.
Oh, okay. Well, poquito español, porque mi español está bien. Bien, no, okay? Bien, no. I'm going to try and you'll see. Mis estudiantes, ellos vienen de como les dije, Venezuela, help me. And now, where are they from? No, Paraguay.
Ecuador.
Well, all the South, Honduras, anyway, todo South America. So, son todos vienen, they're undocumented, no tienen sus documentos. Vienen a Dallas y they have been staying at the Hutchinson Center downtown. So when they come, vienen y se están allí por una temporada. Y luego they place them with families, or they put them with the family that has requested for them to come. So our school is 90% undocumented students, and they're all from South America. So their Spanish is just perfect. So here I am, a girl from Big Spring, Texas. Can't speak very good Spanish. No puedo hablar muy bien el español. Y Dios me puso smack in the middle of North Dallas. And I'm like, oh Lord, ¿qué voy a hacer? ¿Qué voy a hacer? Y Dios dijo, Google Translate. And I do it. And les digo a mis estudiantes, no se rían de mi español y yo no me río de tu inglés. Y así, tú me ayudas a mí y yo te ayudo a ti. So, here I am, a 55-year-old woman, working with high school students and middle school students. And I had to ask God, what can I do for these kids? How can I influence them? And God says, watch me. So today, I want to talk to you ladies. Quiero hablar con ustedes, señoritas y señoras, de who are your 12? Who are your 6? Who are your 4? Okay? Who are they? Jesus walked with his disciples. He ate with them. He did life with them. But who are you doing life with? ¿Con quién estás tú haciendo la vida, caminando con ellos? ¿Quién? Who are those young ladies that you're pouring into? Or even your family members. You say, but Michelle, no, I don't work outside the home. No trabajo en la casa, no trabajo afuera de la casa. ¿Con quién voy a ministrar? Pray and ask God to show you. Because we're called. We're called. We are called. It says sometimes, can you go deeper? Or let me go. I'm sorry. Let me go this way. It says sometimes God redeems your story by surrounding you with people who need to hear your past so it doesn't become their future. Okay? So it doesn't become their future. This week was the hardest week. The devil was in all different directions. I'm married to a 6'7" basketball playing guy that is the biggest gentle giant that you've ever met. He's a good man. And this week, the enemy attacked his health. My husband has an autoimmune disease. So Michelle, mi esposo está enfermo y tiene I don't know how to say autoimmune disease. Una enfermedad que, anyway, pídale información a las personas enseguida de ustedes, pero mi esposo tiene una enfermedad que, he gets attacked by any type of medical emergency that he's down. He's down. So his appendix, he's laying in bed, and he's like, Michelle, I don't feel good. I said, well, you shouldn't have eaten. You shouldn't have eaten those tacos. That's your fault. You shouldn't go to the bathroom. You'll feel better in a little bit. He's like, oh, Michelle, my stomach hurts. It hurts. And I'm like, just Rico, drink water. Just drink water. 1 o'clock in the morning, my husband's like, you know, I'm sick. We need to go to the ER. And again, my husband's 6'7", and he's just sitting there with his stomach. And we went to the emergency room, and we waited too late. And it had really just gotten really bad. And my husband is, men, y'all are married to him, or you have brothers or fathers, or, cuando están enfermos los hombres, ay, no me duele, ay, no, tráeme agua, y tráeme esto. So this week, my husband was a big baby, and he needed me, and he this, and then so I the enemy was really attacking me, because I'm learning, I'm not perfect, and I'm learning from my sister that my husband is my head, and I have to love my husband. I'm busy loving these kids, and going to school, and loving all these people, and my family is not being loved the same way. And he's my number one. Well, he's my number two. She's my number one. Dios es mi número uno, pero mi esposo es mi número dos. So I have to love my husband, even when he's sick and he's acting like a baby. So my husband's sick. My youngest daughter is going through some things. So the enemy is attacking her. Then my kids at school are hitting me with, every day this week they hit me with, one of the girls comes and tells me, Miss Michelle, I think I'm pregnant. What do I do? What do I do, Miss Michelle? Whoo. The next, literally, I have 5 periods with kids, and every period this week, they're coming and they're telling me all these things, and I'm like, I couldn't even do my lesson that day because I had to stop and pray, because the enemy was just really just, bombarding me with all these thoughts, and I couldn't keep going, because God told me to be still and to listen to these girls. My mess is my message. My mess. And I have a big old mess. I've done some crazy stuff. I made some really bad mistakes in my life, and that I'm not too proud of. But you know what? God is in the business of restoring and cleaning the slate. Just wiping the slate clean. And He's doing that. And He's doing that. And that's why I feel that I know God has put this message in my heart to share with you ladies, that even though we feel, because I felt very, who's going to want Michelle, me to go and speak to them or mentor them when my life has been, divorce and kids and, crazy stuff that's happened to me. And, who's going to want, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy to speak into anybody's life. And you know what God said? Yes, you are. Oh, yes, you are. You're the daughter of a king. You're not somebody else's, you're my daughter. And you're good, Michelle. And I have really felt this time of, and it's been 20 years I've been doing what I'm doing. I've done it in Colorado and I've done it here, but God has really been showing me in the past 5 years that I've been in Dallas, that He needs me here. He planted me in Dallas for a reason and for a season. I wanted to leave. I'll be honest with you. I wanted to leave. I was like, man, I'm too old for this. I need to just go and have an office job or a cush job somewhere. And I did. I called my sister and said, I got a job with Tony Evans. I'm going to go. Tony Evans has a really nice private school there in Dallas. I was so excited. I was calling my sister, and my sister said, mm-mm. And I'm like, but Mimi, God's not done with you, Michelle. It's easy to go, and who am I going to minister there to? The kids that already know Jesus? He goes, my sister goes, you need to go and stay where you're at, because those kids don't know Jesus. And you have to be the light. You have to be the light. And I was like, wow, that's an incredible story because it is. We are called to be the light, and you might be the only Jesus that those kids, that your people, your community, your job, all the people that you surround yourself, that you might be the only Jesus that they know or that they see or the example. We need to represent him well. We're called to inspire, to make someone feel that they want to do something and can do it. Okay? We are called to inspire people. We're called to influence, the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or the behavior of someone. That's what we're called to do, is to influence. How do you influence? You ask, how do you influence? You'll find out today. You don't know. And impact, the effect or influence of one person, thing, or action on another. Okay? We all impact. You impact people on a daily. I always say this, that I tell my students, because our students, it's a holistic program. We are a civic organization because we teach in the Dallas Independent School District. Can't talk to kids about Jesus in the school. But after school, I get free run. I mean, we have Young Life, we do Bible study, we do mentoring, peer mentoring. We take them to basketball games, we do all these things. But the best part is that I'm able to talk to them about Jesus in the van. I'm sitting and I'm talking to them, and late nights, and you didn't check my phone right now. They're all calling me about spring break. We're gonna go do this, we're gonna do that. They're excited, but they're not so much excited about all of that. They're excited about somebody that cares about them and wants to spend time with them. And who is that? Who we've been talking about today is relationships, about forming relationships. But how you ask, how do I do that? How can I influence? I don't work in the schools, no, but you work somewhere. And some of you ladies go to churches. Some of you ladies go to churches. Some of you ladies go to the local rec centers to walk and run. Pick up one of those girls and show them who Jesus is. Let them see the reflection of him in your life. A mentor is someone that walks with you to reach your God-given purpose. Mentoring builds a child's self-esteem, and not just a child, but an adult self-esteem, their confidence, their spiritual growth, and better performance at school, and healthy relationships. I get to talk to my kids about healthy relationships. I get to be able to expose them to abstinence. We call it weight training. And they think, when they first sign up, they're thinking, oh, we're gonna go work out. Because I say, weight training, you wanna go to weight training? Oh yeah, miss, I wanna go. And then they find out, it's not that kind of weight training, it's why am I tempted? So that is what our kids are learning. Our world right now, our kids are so saturated with social media, with all kinds of stuff, TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and oh my goodness, I don't even know all of them because there's so many. They're being influenced. It takes 8 seconds. I think it was 8 minutes. If you don't get a kid's attention in 8 minutes, forget it. Forget it. So you have to make sure that there's that you speak and you get your point across in 8 minutes, because if not, you're going to lose them. Because if that's how it is on TikTok and everything else. So the benefits of mentoring are 40% less likely to develop an illegal drug habit. Our prisons are full. Our jails are full of people, our kids that are doing drugs. But it just takes the influence of one adult in a student's life, in a person's life, to make an impact. So there's that 46 will be 0 instead of 46. 4 times less likely to exhibit bullying behavior. When we say bullying, you think, oh, that's just high school stuff. We do it too, ladies. We do it too. We do it not just in the school, we do it with sometimes with our own little families. Okay? And 52% less likely to skip a day of school with a mentor, because there's accountability. our kids don't have that. Some of our the families that are represented in my school, they don't have a family. They don't have a mother and father. Some of us don't. Some of us grew up without our father or our mother. We didn't have a positive role model in our homes. We didn't grow up learning about healthy relationships. We didn't do that. But this is the influence that now's a chance. Now's the chance that you get to choose. Hey, I want to do this because the Bible says. Go ahead, Valerie. The next part. The Bible says the older women must teach the younger women. It's biblical, ladies. It's in the Bible. I'm not just making it up. I don't have it in my sleeve, and I'm not. It's in the Bible, and it talks about it. It says also. It's in Titus 3:3-4. It says also. Teach the older women to live the way those who serve the Lord should live. They should not go around saying bad things about others or be in the habit of drinking too much. They should teach what is good. By doing this, they will teach the younger women to love their husbands and children. They will teach them to be wise and pure, to take care of their homes, to be kind, and to be willing to serve their husbands. Then no one will be able to criticize the teaching God gave us. Ooh, that hit me this week. That really hit me. Serve my husband. Michelle, quit complaining. That's your husband of 31 years. Serve him well, the way I served you, Michelle. That hit me. And it says here, love your husbands and your children. What do you mean? We love our children. We love our children. Do we really, though? I mean, do we really show them? Because if you love, I learned that even from my sister, the example that the way she loves her children. Are we just quick to, here's the phone. Give me a minute. Here's the phone. Go play on your laptop or go do all of this. Careful because our kids this right here is influencing their lives. It is. And I see it on the daily at my school. It says, in many ways, our society's norms and values are quite different from, I can't see very good on that one. It says, in many ways, our society norms and values are quite different from those found in the Bible, particularly in regards to the role and the responsibilities of a woman. Paul instructed Titus to teach the older women about what they were to teach the younger women. These lessons are still needed today. That is so real. Kids that come, the girls, I do a cooking class with the girls, and they come and they don't know how to cook. They don't know how to boil water. They don't know how to do, and I'm like, what? Your mom didn't teach you how to make a huevo? And they're like, Miss, no, yo no sé cómo cocinar. And I said, that's okay, because I didn't either. You know, when my husband married me, he married me because of my mom's cooking, not because of mine. I'm serious. I am so serious. My husband told me, because one day I was asking him, I said, why